Hibiscus postmortem ecchymosis and death spot due to increased intravascular hydrostatic pressure due to pooling of blood. The the postmortem mechanical rupture of subcutaneous capillaries and small vessels, predominantly veins. The intravascular hydrostatic pressure itself depend upon total amount of the circulated blood volume. Hibiscus are more common in obese. Posture of the body after death more common in leg in a hanging here where hydrostatic pressure develops too much. Microscopy RBCs are intact within hibiscus in the early postmortem interval as putrefaction starts a hibiscus diminution number and intensity due to breakdown of erythrocyte membrane with a subsequent hemolysis and diffusion of hemoglobin and its derivatives into surrounding tissue. Differential diagnosis may be confused with antemortem petechial bleeding due to asphyxia of a disseminated intravascular coagulation. Hibiscus are, however, confined only to the areas of the postmortem staining. Next is a postmortem staining development. That is time period 0.5 to 2 hours appears as a mottled patches. These are discolored patches of about 1 to 2 centimeter in diameter, which can be mistaken for bruises. These patches are initially seen on the upper surfaces of the body, especially in the legs, due to uneven rotation of muscular blood. The areas then combined, enlarge and slide down to produce extensive discoloration on the dependent part. Plasma also accumulated good culture media for bacteria contributes to the cutaneous blisters of early putrefaction. The time period may be more than normal in anemia and cachexia, 2 4 hours less than normal, few minutes in person dying of circulatory failure because of an already developed hypostatic congestion. Then 4 hour well developed like a sheet but not fixed. A non-fixation of postmortem staining means that if after development of postmortem staining the body is turned over to a new position, the postmortem staining would disappear from its earlier location, primary lividity, and which appear at a new dependent parts secondary lividity. The latter is fainter in color. The phenomenon is called a shifting of postmortem staining and is due to postmortem staining not being fixed. The body is moved at another time within this period. Secondary lividity would also disappear and tertiary lividity would appear at the new dependent part. There is no way to differentiate between the secondary and tertiary lividity if the body is constantly shifting position and as in a fast moving river. Types of shifting. The complete shifting. Okay, so the body was turned over soon after development of primary postmortem staining. No trace of primary postmortem staining remains. Incomplete or partial shifting occurs if the body was turned over late after development of primary staining. During this period, hemolysis occurs. Staining of this tissue, thus traces of primary postmortem staining remain in the original position. Testing for non-fixation. Firmly presses the area with the thumb for a minute. If not fixed, postmortem staining disappear and the area appears blanched, would disappear if the body is placed in a original position. Postmortem staining persists, it is fixed. Then in 8 hours. Fixation occurs in 8 hours. 6 to 12 hours. Fixation means that the body is turned over to a different position. Postmortem staining would not disappear. Causes clotting of blood within the capillaries. By 8 hour capillaries become permeable. Blood leaks through the stained tissue. Plain fluid also leaks, causing hemoconcentration tendency to keep a blood in the same location, and rigor mortis of muscles occurs around the capillaries does not allow the blood to move. Time taken for development of secondary lividity. Few minutes to 1 hour from the point of shifting position. Factors influencing fixation of the condition of the blood at the time of the death. Whether occurs earlier in summer. Causes of death: delayed in asphyxial death and intracranial lesions. More than 8 hours persisted till putrefaction sets in. The influencing factors: the volume of blood in circulation at the time of death, length of time blood remain fluid after death, more marked the condition where blood does not readily coagulate, causing more accumulation to occur. The conditions are amniotic fluid embolism. Conditions are amniotic fluid embolism, hypofibrogenemia, anticoagulant, asphyxia, carbon monoxide poisoning, puerperal sepsis, retained abortion, septicemia, postmortem blood clot are found less often and really reduced number in condition, less marked in anemia. Hemorrhages, wasting diseases, reduced amount of blood, lobar pneumonia, blood quality quickly and less accumulation. Next is instrumental determination of blood color. Evaluation of color shades by a human observer is highly subjective and is determined by several factors. Limited human ability to perceive colors, limited human ability to give a clear description of colors, lightening at the moment of viewing, color vision of the observer different from individual to individual. To make color detection more objective, colorimetry was devised. Methods to determine color: spectrophotometric method. Ratio of the total amount of light reflected by a surface to the total amount of incident light. 60% reflectance is the red region, means the surface reflects 60% of red light. Area of postmortem staining is illuminated by standard light. Reflectance values in all wavelength is recorded. The color measures are then calculated by multiplying the reflectance values of the individual wavelength with the standard spectral value of the standard light used. By subsequent summation of the product of the standard color values are obtained at a 3-hour. Color of postmortem staining is recorded at 575 nanometer. After that, there is a decrease in of 2 nanometer per hour. Distribution. Pressure. Any kind of pressure prevents capillaries from filling up. This can be pressure by body parts, pressure of one body area pressing another, upper arm pinned beneath the back of the body area of body, mutually pressing each other by would be pale, mirror imaging, blanching by other object other than the body parts, belt, collar, band, object pinned under the back, stones, gravel, weapons, pistol, waistband, wrinkles in clothes, strips or bands of a pale area corresponding to the pressing object are seen. Such pale areas when present around neck due to tight collar, etc., may look like marks of strangulation. Next is thank you.